So today we're checking out another Squier Jaguar guitar that I scored on Facebook for £175. Stay tuned. Yes, good people, welcome back to the Guitar Manifesto channel. Hope you're all doing well out there. So today we're checking out another one of my Facebook Marketplace scores. I'm having a good run on there at the moment. This is a 2018 Squier Vintage Modified Jaguar. This is just before the classic vibe come out. She is minty fresh. Yeah, I picked this up, Marketplace, advertised in Boston, which is probably about 25 minutes from my house, 20-minute drive, so not far at all. The guy initially had this up for £300. I've been watching it for a few weeks. He dropped it down to £250, dropped it down to £200. I offered him 180 quid. He said, you can come and get it, but I haven't changed the strings on it. I was like, I ain't worried about that. He said, I'll tell you what, I'll knock a fiver off, so I got it for 175 quid. The only downside, doesn't come with a wiggle stick, but you know, it's still a very cool guitar for not a lot of money. So just goes to show, keep an eye on that Marketplace, you can get some bargains on there. So yeah, this is a 2018 crafted in Indonesia Squier Vintage Modified Jaguar. The classic vibe come out around 2019 with a few more upgrades, but these are still pretty decent guitars. I've covered them on the channel a lot of times before, but I just really like playing these. So up close and personal, she's got a basswood body. The newer one's a poplar wood, but this has got a nice chunky weight to it. I'd probably say this weighs about 4 kilos or so. It's no lightweight guitar. She is minty fresh. There's one tiny little ding next to the vibrato there, but apart from that, she is very clean. So originally when Fender released the Jaguar, this is the highest model that was on their books at the time, so it's got all the bling, all the switching, which can look quite confusing. But it is a pretty straightforward layout when you sort of know what's what. So you've got this switch here, which switches up is the rhythm circuit, down is the lead circuit. So when you're up in the rhythm circuit, you're just working that neck pickup with a darker capacitor in there. So it gives you a bit of a darker sound. This is your master volume, master tone control. While it's in the rhythm circuit, none of this is working. So when you flick it down into the lead circuit, you activate all this. None of this is working. So this operates both your pickups. So you've got 3 switches there. The first one is an on-off switch for the neck pickup, on-off switch for the bridge pickup, and this is like a low cut filter. So it just takes a little bit of low end out, gives you more of a thinner sound. And if you want both pickups working together, just press both switches up. You've got a master volume, tone control for the lead circuit, so pretty simple design. This has got the classic Jaguar Jazzmaster vibrato system, which I really like, but unfortunately hasn't got the wiggle stick. This has got the problematic Jazzmaster Jaguar bridge that everybody reads about, and people still seem to think they're on the newer guitars, but they're not. They replaced them on the classic vibe. So basically what it is, they've got no actual groove for the strings to sit on the saddles. It's like a little thread, so the strings can easily move over. Personally, I replaced that bridge with a Mustang barrel style bridge with a 9.5 inch radius. A lot of the hipsters out there will tell you to stick bass strings on it and make it play like crap and shim the neck and all this, that and the other. Stick a decent bridge on there and you can play with 10, 11 gauge strings, no problem. Don't listen to everything the internet tells you. So on to the neck. We've got a maple neck with a rosewood fingerboard. The more modern classic vibes have got Indian laurel, so the rosewoods I definitely prefer. There ain't a lot in between them, but you know, for the purity of the guitar, I quite like the rosewood. These are 24 inch scale, so it's a short scale guitar. That's 24 inches from the plastic nut to the bridge saddles there. So you get some interesting short scale jangly sounds, especially with that vibrato chime there. A lot of people like to put string buzz things, whatever they bloody are, and to be honest, they kill the sound in my opinion. Leave them as nature intended. So yeah, the neck, 9.5 inch radius fingerboard. You've got medium jumbo frets, pearloid dot markers, 22 frets. These have got a C modern C profile neck. You've got a skunk stripe down the back. You've got a gloss tint to the back of the neck. You've got that super cool Jaguar headstock with vintage style tuners. Again, if you stretch your strings, these stay in tune perfectly. You don't need locking tuners on these. They are more than adequate. So if you're on a budget, you can't quite afford the Fender Vintage or the Classic Vibe even, you can pick these up really cheap. £200, you see these all day long on Facebook. They come with two Seymour Duncan designed single coil pickups. They're not the best sounding pickups, I must be honest. They are quite thin sounding, quite bitey. A little thinner than the newer Classic Vibes with Fender design pickups. Personally, if you get one of these and you want to keep it long term, I'd probably upgrade them pickups, or you know, if you want some heavier sounds, you could stick a hot rail in that bridge position, something like that. But yeah, again, they're very cool guitars, not a lot of money at all. So for today's demo, I'm going to play to a backing track with both pickups turned on that lead circuit. I'll have the Strangle switch turned off, just to give you a general idea of what the guitar sounds like. I'm going to play a little bit of clean, try and give you some thinner sounds, and then play a bit of rhythm, play a bit of lead, but then I'll come in with some overdrive distortion just to give it a bit of punch and a bit of bite. I'm going to be using a rat pedal today just to give it a bit more bitey, crunchy sound. So next thing you should do is plug her in and let her rip. So there you go, that was a Squier Vintage Modified Jaguar. Stunning looking guitar, minty fresh, 2018. Another one of my Facebook Marketplace snags, 175 quid. You can't grumble at that. And it was just up the road. You got all the bling of a Jaguar, you got all the controls, the switching does look cool. You got that 4-ply torque pickguard, Seymour Duncan design pickups. You got the bridge, which is a bit problematic, but that's an easy fix. You can get a Mustang style bridge, but if you do, make sure you don't get the 7.25 inch radius one. Make sure you get the 9.5, which will suit this neck, and then you're actually going to be all cool. Then we got a maple neck, rosewood fingerboard, medium jumbo frets, pearloid dot markers, 9.5 inch radius, like I said before, 24 inch scale, cool Jaguar decal on that headstock, vintage style tuners, crafted in Indonesia, glossy neck with a skunk stripe running down the back, and you got that Squier neck plate with the emblem on, full bolt on neck, basswood body, beautiful guitar. So let me know what you think to it in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, please give the video a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Also follow me Instagram and Facebook, The Guitar Manifesto. So if you want to support the channel on Patreon or buy some Guitar Manifesto merch on my Teespring store, check the links in the description below. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Peace.